real stories, tough journeys, great success, all of which we have in our life.
Good ambition, great ambition. Stick at it, you'll get there.
Real insights.
If you don't put yourself in the running for something, then you have no chance of getting what you dream of.
From real leaders.
We've brought Indigenous people into the mainstream economy and into the global economy as well.
Join me on The Bottom Line and share some of the most extraordinary human stories you will have ever heard.
The Bottom Line, returning Saturdays at 4 p.m. on 9.
After nearly 130 years and 150,000 members across the globe, we have much to be proud of at CPA Australia. But we know that the future is critically important to us. We need to make sure that the CPA brand is enticing and relevant to future leaders around the globe. We know at CPA Australia that our sustainable competitive advantage is our brand. We also know that we have to continue to differentiate ourselves from our competitors here in Australia and in Asia. We decided that the brand needed a refresh to ensure that it supports our current and our future brand positioning. But there is something else, a need we all possess, and as a brand, a single truth that engages our audience.
We have a campaign that basically gets to the very heart of a human emotion, and that emotion is the truth that people want to be heard and want to be recognised throughout life for insights, opinions, ideas. So we had this insight, this human truth. So we've created a commercial that takes us on a journey of life.
For CPA Australia, I don't see an organisation. I see a wonderful group of people at the staff level and at the member level. And if you're going to succeed in life, you've got to be personal, you've got to be emotionally connected, and you've got to be bold. And this campaign encapsulates those principles. So we will, for the first time, see our brand being represented personally, about people's personal journeys, about how we emotionally connect. We speak with a heart and a mind. And it's everything we've been doing over the last 4 years, now finally in a campaign that does that justice.
It begins the moment we're born. You'll hear it in the playground, on the sports field, in our schools and universities. It's a desire to be heard, a need for recognition. And it's a craving within us all. Because being heard can impress those around us. And it has the power to influence others, to shape our world.
I have a dream that one day this nation will rise up.
At CPA Australia, we teach the skills necessary to stand out, because we understand there's nothing quite as empowering as knowing the room is silent because of what you've got to say. CPA Australia. Be heard. Be recognised. At CPA Australia, we not only teach accounting, but the skills necessary to stand out. Business, strategy, and leadership. Because your ideas and your insights are what the world is waiting to hear. Enrol today, be heard tomorrow. CPA Australia. Be heard. Be recognised. It begins the moment we're born and continues through our lives. It's a desire to be heard, because being heard has the power to influence others.
I have a dream.
At CPA Australia, we teach the skills necessary to stand out, because your ideas and your insights are what the world is waiting to hear. CPA Australia. Be heard. Be recognised.
Real stories, tough journeys, great success, difficult times, all of which we have in our life.
If you don't put yourself in the running for something, then you have no chance of getting what you dream of.
Out of all the people in the world who are blind, 4 out of 5 don't have to be if they have access to a good ophthalmologist.
From real leaders.
If I'd been born in the back streets of Calcutta, with no parents and nothing, no, I would not be selling 270 million copies of my books.
Real stories.
Let's say you're playing in India in a test match.
Yeah, we could have chosen a better venue as well, because I never got a lot of runs in India.
I didn't want to say anything.
Today, Alex Malley sits down with Sir Michael Parkinson.
And there's one guy that we knew we had to get to actually open the doors for everybody, and that was Orson Welles.
What do you want to say on the last day of your life? That I was careful, that I compromised, I stayed safe.
I don't think people quite realise the risk ratio. They all think of the reward ratio, but there's just as much risk. The best business people I know have all been burnt.
Yeah.
You know, they've almost gone into insolvency. They've almost lost their businesses. They've lost millions of dollars and they've come back, but they've learnt lessons from that.
I checked out of the world for a year after my wife died. You think a lot about madness. You think about how you're going to live your life again.
Join me on The Bottom Line and share some of the most extraordinary human stories you will have ever heard.
The Bottom Line, Saturdays at 4 p.m. on 9.